for tonight. Something interesting after the national anthem, both teams met at half court and shook hands. They usually said for after the game, but they did it before the game tonight. Nice rivalry over the years between Knoch and Highland. 53rd meeting between the two teams was interesting. They're tied 26-26 coming in. They'll start number 4, Ryan Schulteis, a 6-foot senior, averaging 10 points a game. The other guard is number 5, Jack Boris, a 6'1 junior, averaging 4 points a game. Also a guard, number 24, Adam Seeger, a 6-foot senior. He comes in averaging 6 points a game. And a familiar name on the list, number 44, Nathan Junk, 6'3" senior, 3-year starter, comes in averaging 13 points a game. And a 6'2" junior, number 45, Mike Schenk, comes in averaging 6 points a game. Again, the Knoch Knights come in at 1-2 in section, 2-6 overall. As I mentioned in pregame, they started with 3 losses to Freeport, Upper St. Clair, and Katanning. Then they beat Indiana and Deer Lakes. Then they dropped the last 3 Christmas time to Franklin Region, Elizabeth Forward, and they lost to Hampton in a section game on Tuesday. For the Golden Rams, starting tonight will be number 10, senior Seth Goheen, averaging 11 points per game. Number 14, 6'1" senior, Andre Boone, comes in averaging 13 points a game. Our guard, 6'2" junior, number 22, Micah Mason, leading the WPL in scoring at 34 points per game. Other guard, number 42, Ray Duncan, comes in averaging 7 points a game. He's been our shutdown man on defense. And finally, our big guy, number 50, 6'4", Nate Ehrlich, coming in averaging 9 points a game. Golden Rams again at 5-5, but I'll tell you what, 3-0 in section is the important thing. And again, as far as the losses go, the last 3 of 4 games we've lost in overtime, but we lost the top 10 teams, Trinity, Ringgold, and on Wednesday night, that heartbreaker of Greensburg Salem, losing in 3 overtimes. It makes it tough, but what's going to be interesting, the kids look fired up, and I just have a funny feeling they're going to take it out tonight on Knoch. Like I said in the pregame, either learn from those games or they come back to haunt you. And Mike, I really think we're going to bounce back tonight.
Oh, I do too. Some of the stats I had about this matchup here, that Highlands has won 5 in a row against Knoch. Also, they've won.
We're tied 26-26.
Right. They've also won a separate 5 in a row against Knoch here at Highlands. The average score of the 5-game Highlands winning streak is Highlands winning by 26.
Wow.
And the average. And the average score of the last 3 games that Highlands has played against Knoch, Highlands has averaged winning by 30.
Whoa. West Penn chapter officials tonight, Bill Holt, Scott Fody, and Dan Robinson. And Mike, if they do a good job as they did on Wednesday night, even though we lost that game, those guys did an excellent job and a great game.
They're talking to Scott Briggs from the WISR Butler, who's here, of course, does all the Knoch games that he can get to without watching his kid play up at Westminster. And he was saying that he was under the impression that the officiating this year has been outstanding also. So that's a good chapter.
West Penn chapter is a different chapter. There's an AK chapter. Highlands controls the tip. We're going to go up January 22nd to see Westminster play Bethany. Mike, you're welcome to come. Reese Mayberry plays for Bethany. Not only does Scott's son Rob play for Westminster, but Reuben King does too.
I may be heading to Spartan Dome that night for Du Bois Central Catholic against St. Joe's.
You will be excused.
Maybe doing that. Here's Goheen for 3 from the right side, and it's down, and the Rams lead it 3-0.
He told me when I talked to him early, he's filming tonight, Mike.
Oh, all the way to the basket goes Junk, but he missed the layup, and Boone just laid it out to Mason. Mason drives, lays, scores, and it's 5-0 Highlands. Fired up crowd tonight, Dean.
Yeah, good, nice crowd. Nice size crowd, too, for a Friday night.
Big crowd. You can see across the way. And Knoch always, especially on a Friday night. The weather not the greatest. For a change, they had to come here when it's snowing, yes.
Sam Albert's here tonight. His son played a 9th grade game, so he made a day of it, stayed here, and they prevailed over Highlands. They have a very nice 9th grade team.
This is Ryan Schulteis between circles against Duncan.
Looks like it's man-to-man, Mike.
Now Schenk has it. Lets a long one go, and it's good. That's a 2. Mike Schenk, 6'2" senior. And it's 5-2.
Look at that. How do you have to see Nate Ehrlich at the point, Mike?
Kicks it inside to Goheen against the triple team. Now Boone reverses it out to Duncan. Duncan, nice dump off, and Ehrlich lays it in. Well, the Rams shooting percentage the other night, I don't know if you talked about it, 70%. And the Rams doing a good job so far, haven't missed, and it's 7-2.
Mike, we average 18 assists a game. That's outstanding for a high school team.
Well, it is.
And that was that extra pass right there from
Adam
Duncan
Seeger.
Ehrlich.
Oh, nice pass. But they still missed the putback. Junk has another try. And Nate Junk puts it in, and it's 7-4.
That was the bugaboo the other day, Mike.
Goheen lets it fly.
Ooh.
And the Tarentum rifle fires again, and it's 10-4. 25 three-pointers on the
Blocked
season.
by Boone, almost saved by Mason.
25 three-pointers for Seth Goheen this year.
And Mike, in the Greensburg game, they had 24 Greensburg offensive rebounds. That's what killed us.
No doubt.
And again, they had 13 turns, we had 20. Basically, that's 31 extra possessions we gave them, and we still almost won the game.
You should have lost by 25.
Well, but we had 70% shooting, like you said.
A Junk, a foul line jumper, no good. Rebound early.
55% three-pointers, Mike.
Quickly out to Mason. Oh, Boone lays it in. Boy, quickly getting back there was Boros to try to make up some ground, but Boone has it, lays it in. 4 Rams on the score sheet. It's 12-4.
Micah Mason, Mike, we mentioned leading Dopeal in scoring with 33.7 a game, but he's also averaging 8 assists. He gets 1 there.
Shanks with the shooter's roll. That's a 2. 12-6 Islands. Here's Duncan. Kick it back to Ehrlich.
Josh Shoup just gave his Knoch Knights a good advice. Find him, and we know who him is.
Yeah.
Andre Boone! He now has 4 three-pointers, Mike. Highlands leading 15-6. Made 2 against Greensburg-Salem the other day.
I wondered why you sounded funny. I fixed it.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing.
You were talking into 2 microphones, dude. You were coming in
stereo.
You were coming in stereo, so
don't need that.
That's better.
Junk got a mustache, Mike, a full-grown mustache.
I gotta love it.
We don't see that.
He's mustache boy this month.
There you go.
He must have lost the shootout. Here's Boone.
Penguins do that, right?
Yes. Whoa! What a follow jam!
Talk about the extra pass, Mike. There it was. Nice job, Seth Goheen. Andre Boone biting the rim, Mike. And we got a foul on Seth Goheen, but he's clapping it up there, Mike. I thought they'd come out fired up.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was the funny part was we were still talking about Wednesday night's game up in the stands earlier. I said, I hope they haven't thought. I hope they're not still thinking about it. But we forget, they're kids. They probably let that thing go about 10 minutes after it was over.
Well, the most important thing is, Mike, you come out the next night and you take that adversity, turn it into a positive. That's what Highland has done.
Somebody was bound to pay, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Knoch might just be in the way.
And believe me, coaches know this, Mike. Believe me.
And I said, and you hear stuff like this all the time, but I think that Highlands might be the best 5-5 team in the WPIAL.
No doubt about it.
Follow a jumper by Mike Schenk, and he's already got his average. Came in averaging 6.
He's impressed me, Mike. 17-8 now.
17-8. The points fast and furious. Highlands 17 points in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Unbelievable.
Mason, right side, Goheen for 3. Look out! He is red hot.
And this is so important, Mike. If we can get somebody to contribute to help Mike take some pressure off him, to make us such a better team.
He's averaging 10.6. He already has 9. But not getting a lot of rebounds, though, and that hasn't changed. Junk's got 4 points, and it's 20-10.
And I happened to walk in on a pregame speech, and it was all about defensive rebounding.
Good job that time by Goheen to kick it out to Boone. Underneath, Ehrlich's wide open.
Boy, Mike can make an extra pass, Mike. He could have knocked that one down himself, but it's the assist.
22-10, Highlands. Oh, nearly a walk, but here comes Junk down the lane, missed the bunny. Tipped around, and Mason does have it. Oh, great play by Mason. To Duncan with the lay-in.
Boy, Mike is chalking up the assist, Mike. I think he has 5 already.
All 5 starters on the score sheet, and it's 24-10.
Great pace, Mike.
It sure is. Rams pressing a little bit, and now they got a man underneath, and Jack Boris lays it in. 24-12. Uh-oh. Josh Shoup is going to substitute all 5.
We said, Mike, he had 15 kids
Mason walks right down the lane and lays it in with the right hand, and it's 26-12.
And this is what happens, Mike. You might as well get him they call him the shock church. Send some guys in here, see if they can turn things around. Another turnover.
There it is. Boone stole it. Now they go corner to Goheen. Winds and fires. He's fouled.
Shoot 3.
Who has who? You got Boone. I got Boone.
He will shoot 3.
You have to stress who you got.
Mike, that's only the first turnover.
Adam Seeger picks up the foul for the night, so it'll be his first. One apiece, Dave. 2:29 to go. Seth Goheen goes to the line, shooting 82%. Rams leading at 26-12.
Kaboom, ready to make an entrance. Hey, Sean McMillan.
10 points for Seth Goheen in the first quarter. He's turned into Jeff Sinclair.
Jeff Sinclair, in big numbers. What did you always say? The leading scorer in JPL
Is the best first quarter player I've ever seen.
in the first quarter.
I think it was the Red Bull.
Well, and you miss that kind of leadership, Mike. I was telling guys, I used Jeff's name. I said, you guys got to get like Jeff Sinclair. When he was up 10, he wanted to be up 20. And nobody quit, you know? And I just think the other day, I don't say we quit. I just like, we rested on our laurels. We were shooting so well and everything. We just thought Greensburg State was going to lay down. Guess what? Teams like that don't lay down.
Seth made all three. Now we'll try to get these guys that are in the game. This is Tuzico in front of us. Number 2 is Dan McCormick.
And we have Tuzico block somebody.
He will.
There they are. They're all on the floor.
They are, and McCormick lays it in. Dan McCormick.
A play-by-play man's nightmare. Massive substitution. I'll help where I can, Mike.
Here's Boone. Kicked it back outside to Duncan, and he goes corner to McMillan. McMillan, freshman.
Great man-to-man they're playing now.
Oh, penetrating move that time by Goheen, and he gets called for a second foul. Now that's going to hurt because he had a good night going so far. Now he's going to have to sit down.
That's not too long, Mike. He said he's hot as a rifle. Literally.
The 5 men in for Knocker: Dakota Bruggeman, Tavita Leo, Alex Trzeski, Adam Tuzico, and Dan McCormick. I had 3 of them written down to start with, so.
Seth
This is
Goheen
Leo.
was averaging 58%. That's not over and back. He's shooting both in the front court.
Trzeski now got it baseline for McCormick. His jumper is down. McCormick's giving Josh Schupp a lift off the bench, and it's 29-16.
Seth Goheen, Mike, 58% for three-point. That's pretty impressive.
I'll tell you what, he's deadly in this building. He is absolutely deadly in this building, especially shooting to the basket to our right. Saunders in the game early. Back out to McMillan. They call the travel.
He got a couple of those calls in the JV game. I really have to look. I don't see it. But, you know, I mean,
But he's so quick.
Yeah. If it's consistently being called.
Well, I don't think Sean Bennis liked it because he got a quick seat after it. Nathan Ehrlich back in after arrest.
Did you see it then? Did you see it travel?
I didn't think so, but.
Well, I mean, the basic rules, the ball's got to go on the floor before you move your feet.
29-16, a minute to go, first quarter.
That's the definition of travel.
Islands led it by 17 at one point. Knoch has made the last 2 buckets. This is Leo. Kicked it left side, and that's McCormick who's feeling it right now. He missed the shot. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It belongs to the Knights at 56 seconds.
29 first quarter points.
Our officials tonight, did you get to those?
Yes, I did. I mentioned once already. Veteran crew, Bill Holt, Scott Fody, and Dan Robbins.
Go Twos, go Twos, go Twos.
Work it inside, and Tuzico off the inbound, but he got fouled. Again, the Rams getting beat to that inbound pass.
Another thing they have to clean up, Mike. And again, these are little things that are going to make you better. Greensburg said the other day, I keep harking back to that game because, like I said,
I think you have a
tough one.
I think you have a group of kids that really don't know how good they can be.
Yep.
We can see it. Tuzico, it's the first. 6'1" junior and a heck of a linebacker.
Yeah.
All conference, I do believe.
I believe you're right there, Mike. As far as, you know, our kids and how good they can be, it's just the little things like letting inbound passes in for layups. We did that, cost us 6 points the other day.
Boone got the rebound off the miss. Highlands with the ball in a 12-point lead. Mason stops and pops for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound chased down by Boone.
When you're up by 14, it doesn't bother you. But when you look up at the tie game, those are 6 points you want back.
Well, Boone threw a bad pass. Tuzico stole it right down in the paint. Here's Trzeski. Left side for Leo. He lets it loose and he drains it. That's a 3 for Tavita Leo.
29-20. Knox crawling back in with the second unit.
9-point game at 25 seconds. Here's Mason.
So now we just got to see the third unit because Gus says he goes 15 deep.
Mason dribbles out center circle against Leo and now brings it back.
Now here's the 5-second count we're talking about, Mike.
14
no
seconds.
Count. You see the referee?
Right.
Now he's counting. 1. Now he goes no count once he makes that move in.
7 seconds, 6. Mason drives to the paint, dump down to Ehrlich, and he lays it in. Well, he worked that beautifully. Ehrlich has 6, and the Knights step on the line.
There we go, point 2.
Point 2, it's going to have to be a tip.
We should get more time on the clock, Mike, because that ball never came in.
Yeah, but the clock was running. Okay, the basket was made. And it takes a second to, it has to be a tip. Do they know that?
We'll find out.
They tried it. That is the end of the first quarter here at Highlands with the score. The Rams 31 and the Knoch Knights 20. Good a chance as any to tell you about Anytime Fitness at the Highlands Mall in Natrona Heights. It's the place for fitness. The name says it all. Work out when you want, anytime, 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Anytime Fitness has everything you need: free weights, cardio, circuit equipment, personal training, tanning, and private showers. Make that New Year's resolution a reality by stopping in for a free tour. Let Bill, John, and Debbie show you how their new equipment and friendly atmosphere can help you reach your fitness goals. Give them a call at 724-224-2956 or visit AnytimeFitness.com. Get 2011 started with the greatest gift of all: good health.
And I must admit, Mike, I had no time this week to get up to Anytime Fitness. 3 games in 1 week makes it tough on us.
I've been resting up the aching back, and it feels good. It's felt good the last few days, so we'll be able to get back to something anyway here. Highlands leading at 31-20 after the first quarter, and came out firing on all cylinders. Seth Goheen with 12 points out of the starting gate. All 5 starters on the score sheet, including Boone with 7. Ehrlich with 6, Mason with 4, and Duncan with 2. You were saying?
10-game mark, you like to take a look at things almost halfway through the season. Andre Boone is shooting 71% from the field and 50% from three-point. He leads us in rebounding to 6.7 per game. Those are numbers we got to get up, Mike. We're only averaging 21 rebounds a game. That's not enough.
Now Leo let a 3 go, and they're going to call the foul. They're going to call Trey Duncan. Is that a shooting 3-shot foul?
42.
It is. It's the second one we've seen.
Wow. So
Duncan picks up the foul. 3 shots.
All right, Mike, while he's doing the 3 shots, let's take a look at Nationwide Insurance Family Plan. It rewards parents from letting you share your car insurance discounts with your teen driver. It can be up to 25% over the competition. Can you say cha-ching as he misses the first one? Mel and John at the Boucher Agency in Natrona Heights specialize in helping parents save on their June driver's car insurance. Take it from me with a teenage driver at home. I found out firsthand with the cost, my comparison shop that wasn't even close. He makes the first. If you want the best at the best price, call your hometown Nationwide agent, John and Mel, at 724-224-4300. Then evening and Saturday hours for your queens. Remember, the 8K Valley, the Bouchers, and Nationwide are on your side.
Indeed. Leo makes 2 out of 3. It's 31-22. The lead back to 9. This is Mason right side. Mason around Leo. Stops, pops. Ooh, off the rim, no good.
He was nailing that one the other night against Greensburg.
Dakota Bruggeman on the weak side. Boy, we like him in football. He can do so many things, Bruggeman. Play quarterback, wide receiver. Now he's going to try a 15-footer in and out. Well, Mason
pushed off the
charged the glass, couldn't get it. Rebound put back up and in by Dan McCormick, who has 6 points off the bench, and the Rams throw it away.
See a tip on. They're going to call it Highlands.
Yes. Yep. Highlands will keep it. 31-24, 7-point lead. Knoch has cut 10 points off it. On a 12-2 run right now, the Knights.
Yep.
Into Duncan. Now to Ehrlich.
And basically they're doing it with the second group, Mike.
Goheen in with 2 fouls. Yeah, he hasn't put the starters back in. Boone left side. His 3's on the way. Off the rim. Rebound. Boone went in for it.
Push.
They're going to call a foul, I think, on
34.
the Knights.
No, geez.
It's on Boone. Yep.
Tuzico left a block there, laid a block out, but I guess they called it on Andre going forward. 5
team fouls against Highlands. Knoch is committed but 1. 7-point lead. The Knights can get back in here on this trip.
Doesn't seem like it's been that close, Mike. Knoch's not going away, though.
No, sir. Out top, this is Strzeski. Looks for help. Back left side, and McCormick takes control. Leo out of the corner. Leo feeling it. His 3 is down, and it's 31-27. Tavita Leo with 8 off the bench. Mason all by himself. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2 at 6:35. Knoch bench doesn't believe it. thinking they took the charge there, but Micah took it right to the hole.
And they wanted Tuzico again to get that charge. Thought he was in position. Micah will go to the rack.
I think a lot of that call had to do with the fact that the fouls were 5-1.
Yep. Kelly Bryson getting ready to check in, Mike, and I think they want to get that big body in there because I'll tell you what, Knoch is throwing their weight around in there.
Mason shooting 88%, makes the first, and the Rams lead at 32-27. They lead by 5.
4 for 4 from the foul line tonight, Mike. Highlands comes in shooting from the foul line at great percentage, 73%.
Mason hits them both. 6 points for Micah, and it's 33-27. Islands by 6. They turn up the heat. And they get it into McCormick, and they have a odd man, but the Rams quickly get back. Here's Bruggeman. McCormick right side. Back out top to Strzeski. McCormick. It's unusual when your bench is outscoring your starters, but that's what's happening tonight.
Yep, no doubt about it. They've done a great job here in the second quarter and part of the first.
Dump down beautifully. Bruggeman lays it in. First 2 for the 6'3 sophomore. And it's 33-27. The Rams need a timeout because no one was there to take the ball out. The Rams look confused right now. Sean Bennis is not happy. 6:03 to go till halftime. It's 33-29.
Mike, the starters have scored 12 points. The subs have scored 17. Wow.
Ouch.
That's something.
Fox's Pizza has 3 convenient locations to serve you in the AK Valley. Be it pizza, hoagies, wings, or wedgies, Fox's has something for everyone in your family. Visit Fox's in Tarentum at 407 East 6th Avenue or call them at 724-224-6923 for delivery. Visit akvalleyfoxespizza.com for the Foxes nearest you. While you're there, join the Foxes Club and have specials emailed directly to you. Fox's Pizza, proud to be the official pizza of Highlands Golden Rams basketball.
Mike, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Tonight in section we have Burrow at Hampton, Buchanan at Valley, Mars at Deer Lakes. And if Mars can win on the road, we'll come in if we can win tonight.
Be 2-4-0.
Undefeated. Yep.
Mars and Highlands 3-0. Hampton Katanning 2-1. Valley and Knoch 1-2. Deer Lakes and Burrell 0-3. Everybody's paired up. It's like Noah's Ark.
Got an email today from Mike White. Says he's going to head out Tuesday night to Mars to see the Micah Mason show. Micah Mason was the player of the week in the PG. No surprise.
There's a shocker, huh?
Yep.
33.7 points per game.
Here's what shocked me though, Mike. They asked about his nickname. Does he have a nickname? And guess what he said?
No.
He goes, no. He goes, when I was a freshman, they used to call me
the baby-faced assassin.
We got our plug in there because so we got to come up with a new name, bud.
That's your name.
We got to work on a new nickname.
Hey, I got Goheen one. What more do you want?
Yeah, you got the Polish, the Trenum rifle.
Yes.
I'm trying Kaboom out in K-Sean.
Bryson's fouled as the pass inside to him.
I mean, and the babyface assassin just doesn't fit anymore because he's lost the babyface to a degree. He's a junior now. It was a great name when he was a freshman.
Yeah, definitely. You slipped and said Polish rifle. You remember who the Polish rifle was? Ron Jaworski, Jaws.
From the Philadelphia Eagles, yep.
That guy.
Yep.
Kelly Bryson is now 2 for 3 from the line in his career.
Yep, and he has 6 for 6 in the team so far.
Island's leading it by 5 now. It seems like a lot more. This is kind of scary. Missed the second. Tuzico got the rebound. Knoch with the ball, trailing only by 5 here. Highlands led it 29-12. They've scored 5 points since.
You got to give credit to Josh Shute, Mike, in his first year of coaching. Takes guts to throw 5 new guys in the fire.
Nice, strong move by Bruggeman. He's got 4 points in the second quarter, and it's 34-31. Tavita Leo gets that left hand in on Mason. Boone back to Goheen.
I wonder if anybody's that big Leo too. Remember the big guy they had?
Michael Leo, yes.
Hey,
Duncan lets the 3 go, misses. Bryson, great job. Bryson threw it away. Tipped off the hands of Leo and out of bounds.
There were 2 Leos. One transferred out. Do you remember? He went to Central, I think. And they were counting on him. They were 2 big kids. And the one got a football scholarship. He was a big kid.
That was Micah. Didn't go to Kent State. Call Highlands on the... No, it's a foul. They're calling it on Andre Boone off the ball. His second, team foul number 6 against the Rams, or is that 7? 6?
There's 6, and you got to be looking for that one, Mike. And they were.
34-31. Knoch can tie it with a 3. Highlands has had the propensity for great runs, and not just runs of 8 or 10 points, but both ways, just great basketball and then bad basketball. Tuzico's fouled to shoot 2 at 5 minutes.
Hey, tell those guys.
Played mostly man-to-man defense tonight, Mike, and again.
Tell those guys.
Little coaching clinic given to us by Josh Shute. He said he comes from good stock. His dad had, what, like 7,000 wins at Knoch.
24 seasons. When Josh graduated, he was the all-time leading scorer at Knoch.
He killed us that one game down here,
over
remember?
1,200 points. I don't remember him playing. I remember his brother.
He had a big game, and his brother had a really big game. His brother went to Richmond, remember?
Jordan, yes. Yep. Tuzico hits 2.
1 point game.
34-33.
I didn't think Knoch could keep the tempo up, but they have.
Well, the Rams have 0 baskets in the second quarter. They have these drought things that they go through. Highlands has not made a bucket here. Came out shooting lights out. McMillan to Duncan. Duncan to Goheen out of the corner. Mason cuts to the goal and he's fouled. See if they get Dakota Bruggeman. That's it.
The suspect.
His first team foul number 5 against the Knights, or 4, I'm sorry. Mason will go to the line and shoot a pair, 34-33, Knights by a point.
We mentioned Micah comes in leading scorer in WPL, 33.8 points per game. And second to that is Josh Kalenic from Trinity at 31.9. So a 2-point lead there.
They knocked heads in that game out of Trinity. 36-33.
And Kalenic outscored that game, 50-44.
You hate to say that somebody's shutting Micah down. He's got 8 points.
But he's got a ton of assists too.
Anyone would love that. Jumper missed. Knights with the rebound. Bruggeman. Shot, score, foul. Knights can tie it with a free throw. 6 points for Bruggeman.
Basket is good.
Micah Mason picks up his first foul. Team foul number 8 against the Rams, and Bruggeman can tie the game. Knoch trailing this game 29-12 late in the first quarter.
Messer, Schultz, Boris, Singer, and Junk have not been heard from, and they shouldn't be, because like I said, this second group has really picked them up.
Bruggeman has 7, Leo has 8, and McCormick has 6, all off the bench. We're tied at 36. Duncan into the paint with a runner. Won't go. Rebound Knoch. Can take the lead now. The Rams have just gone to sleep here.
5 points in the second quarter.
No field goals.
16-5 Bernard scored.
Strzeski dribbles into a double team, tries to get out of there. It's kicked away by the Rams, but since it was tipped, it's okay. It's recovered backcourt by Leo. Leo looked for the shot, but then sent it over right side for McCormick. Now baseline Bruggeman, in and out. Mason skies to get the rebound. Mason kicks at the boom, but he doesn't have numbers. Now to McMillan, and he's out. It wasn't a good idea. They didn't have numbers there, and he needed to wait for help.
Ehrlich's going to check back in for McMillan.
Tied at 36 with 3:43 to go till the break.
Knoch can take the first lead here, Mike.
I thought they were going to a moment ago because Bruggeman shot rattled around. He's long, Bruggeman, 6'3". Out top to McCormick. McCormick tried to make a move around Mason, but Micah shut him off.
Knoch has committed 1 turner this entire half.
There was nearly another, but Leo held onto the ball. Now got it to McCormick. McCormick's jumper for 3 is in and out. Leo with nobody on him. Finally Boone got it. Boone with a 3-on-1. Mason, with a little fake, and he puts it in.
Now it's 10.
Rams back on top, 38-36.
Nice
nearly a steal by Dre. Tuzico let it fly, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Nate Ehrlich will pick up the foul. That'll be his second. Team foul number 9 against the Rams, so Knoch will shoot 2 the rest of the way, as Adam Tuzico will go to the line.
You got to give him credit, Mike. They're taking it right to him.
2:55 remaining first half. First one is good. Tuzico 4 from the line tonight.
They have missed from the foul line. They're 5 for 5.
These are his. Oh, there we go. 80%. That's why.
6 for 6. Tied at 38.
Our second tie. Thought we had enough ties the other night to last. Oh, they tried to do pick and roll, but Ehrlich had it stolen. Now Mason steals it back. On the floor, the Knights have it. Leo tried to fire it inside, and Duncan got it back. Duncan down to Boone, and there's a foul. That's got to be, it's got to be on Strzeski. Almost took Andre's arm out of the socket. They're just going for the ball. But
And Mike, did you see before the game how the kids shook hands after the national anthem?
Yes.
I haven't seen that. That's was nice sportsmanship on both teams.
And they both shook hands with the Washington Capitals, too. Bruce Boudreau was out there swearing, and they had to make sure to do that.
I haven't seen 3 or 4. I'm waiting for on demand. They've been slow with it.
Mason for 3, yes.
Yeah.
Micah Mason gives the Rams a lead back, 41-38.
Speaking about on demand, how about a 3-pointer on demand?
Now they try to go baseline, and they did. Leo's 3 in and out. Rebound, Duncan had it, lost it, and Bruggeman got it. Duncan's on the floor right now, but Strzeski controlled the basketball. Underneath, and Tuzico will shoot a pair.
That might be early to third, Mike. Let's see who they're going to call on. That is, it's his third. I think that's what they got. Late arriving crowd, Mike. The Knoch.
It's a big one.
Yeah, student section just came in. I don't know if they had trouble getting in.
And we talk about, as we said, Tuzico's 80%. Knoch averaging 53 points a game. They already have 39 points here in the first half.
Wow.
Now here's the number for you. Out of 131 teams in the WPIAL, Highlands is 128th in defense.
Oh!
Only 3 teams worse.
You did a lot of counting today. Or
And
you just go for 128.
and they're making Knoch look like a scoring juggernaut here tonight, believe me.
Well, Knoch's doing all the little things, Mike. They're 8 for 8 from the foul line. They're getting the offensive glass, and they haven't turned the ball over. 2 turnovers.
The only 3 teams that are worse than Highlands defensively are Norwin, Franklin Regional, and the Maples of Mapletown. Norwin scores like us too, though.
You know, Mapletown is 0 for 9, Mike. Their girls team, 0 for 9. Their football team, 0 for 9.
Oh,
The volleyball team,
not a good year for the Maples.
they haven't won a fall sport game yet.
Oh my God.
That's not.
Goheen took it into the paint and got fouled by Strzeski. Rams still aren't shooting. 1:55 to go. Strzeski sits down, and Adam Seeger, one of the lonely starters, comes back in. Ryan Schulteis is out there also. That second group of Josh Shoup has given them a huge lift, and they are only 1 point down.
Mike
Again,
Shinnick get back in too.
Mason lost it. They battle for it. Blue shirts on the floor, didn't see any white ones.
Knoch comes on there with it, Mike.
Here's Schulteis with 1:45 to go first half. Did you hear Shoup?
Yeah, he's counting.
He's counting.
Oh, don't tell him that.
And a reach-in foul.
Man, that's going to be 2 shots.
2 shots, yep.
Wow.
Is that on Micah?
Yeah, and I think it's a killing.
Yep.
And Mike,
That's 2 on Aquila.
as you've mentioned, we've had our way with them here. You go out there, it's another world. So you like to always, especially when you have the first one at home, kind of put a good whipping on them. So when you get them back out there, that's the first one they've missed.
Ryan Schulteis hasn't been on the floor for an hour, so that's probably why he missed out.
8 of 9 now from the foul line.
Schulteis 74% from the line, missed the first. 41-40. Highlands with a 1-point lead after they had stretched out a 17-point lead.
But you want to plant that psychological advantage if they can't beat you.
Oh, Mason with a nice move and a blocking foul. They are begging to get one of those charges, and Seeger that time picks up his second, and Mason goes back to the line. Once again, Dean, Highlands with 2 field goals in the second quarter, both by Micah Mason.
Ouch.
And they have 41 points.
Only 10 in the second, though, Mike. Off that 31-20 lead, you thought it would be
Micah perfect from the line tonight. He has 14 points now.
possible for Knoch to catch up, Mike, but none of them caught up. They had us tied a few times.
A stop would be nice.
Yeah.
Just one. Mason hits them both. Josh Shoup wants a timeout to talk over his strategy here. 1:31 to go. Highlands leading at 43-40, and there's Josh Shoup in the Knoch huddle. We mentioned his dad Les was there for 24 seasons.
Always well dressed, remember?
I always gave him the best dressed award.
Yep.
Josh coached at Homer Center for 3 years and was 51 and 28. He was 26 when he started there. He's not 40 yet, so that's...
Took a couple years off just to be the AD.
And he was
here.
the AD, and his last year at the Homer Center, he commuted. He coached the games at Homer Center and was the AD at Knoch in the same year. Finished up that last spring semester when he got the job at Knoch, and he's been the AD for 5 years already.
Wow. Mike, we talked about Mapletown and all their problems. Other side of the coin, Vincentian boys 10-0, Vincentian girls 8-0.
Wow. Vincentian, I saw a game on TV. Bob did that. They beat the